Hi, and welcome to Voice with Julia and day 29 of our 30 days of breast support. Today, we're going to be doing a vocal exercise to help us manage intervals. But first, I want to ask all the classical singers in the audience to check out our Luca Bel Canto Institute, which is happening this summer in Lucca, Italy from September 9th through 16th. The link is below if you want to learn a little bit more about it, and we suggest that you apply early as we do have some scholarships still available, but they are first come, first serve.
Voice with Julia, change your voice, change your life.
Okay, so yesterday we did a long vocal exercise where we were really learning how to keep the ribs out and use the support pedal, right? Use those pelvic floor muscles and those lower abdominals throughout a long phrase, right? And so maintaining this rib cage, this lower rib cage, out as much as possible until the end of the phrase. Now, we were really sustaining that, so that was difficult, but that was the work, right? And so that's where we're gonna keep working, keep training our body to stay out, stay out, stay out, right? Without creating tension, of course. That's been my thing all along. Now, today we're gonna be learning how to specifically manage intervals with our breath, okay? So we're gonna be using an octave and we're gonna be going back and forth. I like to do a lip buzz with my tongue out, but you can also do one without your tongue, or you can do only a tongue roll. But I prefer, if you can, lip out. So we will do this, and when we go to the lower note, when we start the phrase, we'll go in with the pelvic floor muscles, then out to the upper octave, then in, then out, then in, and then release. So it's gonna be like this. Yeah, exactly. So da ba da 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 da, release. Okay, next one. So you maintain this buoyancy, right? Now keep in mind we're not so high, so there's not so much intensity, right? It's just very slight. If you're feeling like a sudden, like a lot, this is too much. Good, excellent. So if you notice that your voice tends to crack or do something, just check. Make sure you're not collapsing the rib cage, or you could be pedaling too strongly from below. Okay, so those are two pitfalls just to check as you're managing these intervals. So we're learning the subtlety of this, right? This is a great exercise to take throughout your range because you can check, because we're doing two octaves, right? We're doing the first octave and the second. You can go quite high, and you can see the difference in support of what your body needs to do for the different parts of the vocal range. Okay, so remember, as we're lower, this doesn't need to be as drastic. As we get higher, this will need to be a little bit more out on the top, right? So just manage that. If you try to do too much too soon, you might go, and then it does something like that, right? Instead of, so our sound quality that we're going for is really kind of mezzo piano on top, not loud, okay? So this is very delicate exercise. And you can practice your releases on this too. Yeah, exactly. Good, and that last one, I dropped my ribs a little bit and it kind of cracked up into the top. So you'll notice that you can really learn a lot if you can just slow your body down and listen to what you're doing on these very fine exercises, because when we're doing these fine exercises, it slows us down when we're not singing and doing phrase to really optimize how we're using our body, okay? So that's what I hope you'll do with these exercises, is not just use them, as things that you cycle through to warm your voice up, but use them as more diagnostic tools to see, okay, well, this is where I can work a little bit more and start to bring more awareness to the body. Because yes, this is also about building muscular coordination for sure, and muscular strength, but it's also about bringing awareness. We can't build anything until we create that awareness. So it's really important that we have these exercises, and you can really use anything. I've been giving you some ones that I think are helpful, but you can use anything as long as it creates the awareness to what we're doing with our breathing, okay? I'll see you tomorrow as we wrap up on our final day.